So Wale, he said probably would not try that approach.
Yeah, yeah. Like I was saying, you see, most of these guys,
That's talking that
we
way.
know them.
Yeah.
We've seen what they could do. I think Deschamps, since suffering that defeat when he was coaching Monaco in the final of the
Monaco,
Champions League against
Champions League,
Porto,
yeah.
I think his approach to
To
football has
games
totally
has
changed.
changed. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't see him changing his approach. I think somebody very conservative will replace Matuidi
Maybe
to join
Musa
Pogba because
Sissoko.
again because I think I'm not sure he's going to trust Pogba enough to
To
provide the kind of
be
support N'Golo
disciplined
Kante. You
to
understand?
yeah.
So we need somebody who is a bit. I don't know whether he's going to go for a like to like, somebody that is exactly like my 3D, which I don't think they have
They don't
presently in
have
their team.
that. They don't have that.
Exactly.
They have
Or he's going to make
Rabiot
some,
and Musa Sissoko.
or probably it's going to, or probably like Kachi said, he's going to make some adjustments and make, or what do you call it, and probably make some bit of tactical adjustments in the team.
Yeah.
So that takes us to Germany, right? We're in Berlin right now. Berlin looks popping. Trust me, looks popping, especially in the midfield. We have Jamal Musiala. Very glad the guy chose Germany above England. We have Tony Cruz. I go again, coming from one of his best seasons. Emre Can, the same. Joshua Kimmich, we know what it brings to the table. Sergi Gnabry, we know what it brings. Leon Gotrek, Kavavat, Leroy Sani. Leroy Sani is not Kachi's most favorite player, anyways. Florian Aros as well, and of course in the defense, they still have very good players. Matthias Ginter, Antonio Rudiger, Robin Gosens of Atlanta, Christian Gonta, Matthew Mons, Nicolas Sule. But the worry is the attack. They have Timo and they have Kevin Volland. But of course, don't forget the fact that Germany does not churn out. They don't churn strikers. Okay.
Excuse me, Debo.
Yeah.
What about this guy that plays for Dortmund, Brandt, or what's his name?
Julian Brandt did not make the squad. Julian Brandt doesn't make the squad, yeah. But don't forget that they don't churn out strikers. Maybe with the exception of Mario Gomez, who looks like a war striker. I don't really rate Closer.
No. Probably you say Klinsmann, Oliver Bierhoff.
Exactly.
After those two, we've not really seen them.
No, Mario Gomez was a very good striker too. Averaging like 33
the highest goal scorer attacker. Let's not forget that.
I know, but scoring in the World Cup is different from you being an all-round good player now.
Yeah, I think from the squad. I think from the squad,
they have many goals.
Red House now.
Yeah,
I think they have a very good thing. And if I'm the coach, I'll probably just play it safe. I might just go with the Bayern structure in terms of the way they play. Sani on one side, Sergi Gnabry on the other side. There could be some. It could probably input a goalie hand in that squad. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if Cruz should be starting. Goretzka, I think, is a German, or is he Polish?
Yeah, Goretzka is in the team as well. Goretzka is in the team.
So I think they have. I think I'll just go with that. Sincerely,
and if you ask me, I'll play Kahavat through the first 9. I'll play.
Now, like you said, I think their biggest weakness is going to be who is going to lead the line.
Yeah.
Which will make it now different from what they have in Bayern. In Bayern, they have Lewandowski.
Yeah.
So I think that will be the most tricky part of it. So, but I think one of the solutions to that is whichever way you could get Goldie Hand in an advance role. And like you suggest, I'll probably go with a Kai Havertz. From what I've seen of him, I think naturally is actually number 8. Lampard was so, I don't know what Lampard was thinking, playing a bit cheap in the 4-3-3 formation. It's not like, I said it in the early part
back,
of this
yeah.
show in there that
The
I
part of
think
the
there's a
season.
mismatch in trying to play that boy and
And Timo.
Timo Werner
Yeah.
in the 4-3-3 formation. It's like
Uh-huh.
you have to settle. But with what I've seen of him towards the end of the season in Chelsea, I think he has the instinct of a striker. He can fill in there why you expect people like Serge Gnabry
To
and
roam
Leroy
into
Sané.
that and use that
Yes,
space.
and exactly,
So
and bring
whoever
in the
you're
goal.
paying
And
against will be confused that exactly what
exactly,
am I marking? There will
yes,
be
yes, and
difficulty to do any kind
I
of
think
marking.
they are one team that looks very good on paper that most
People
of
are
us
not
have not
talking
been paying
about.
attention. We are not paying attention to.
Yeah. All right. And of course, Kachi, are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Any dissenting opinion to what Lawale said, or you agree with him 100%?
I think not 100%. I think it's very safe to assume, and it's a very correct assumption that Germany will adopt the Bayern Munich
Style.
approach, formation, tactical discipline as well, because of what their current struggle, especially what I would say there, I would say because of Timo Werner's current struggle
In front of me.
located where the post is.
Come on, man.
Do well. Everything Wale has said is just in one phrase. Adopt the false nine style of play, where they have Kai Havertz, Ilkay Gundogan, Leroy Sané, into just pretty much switching in that forward three and drawing defenders away. Let's not forget that, and I don't know if he was recalled to the team, but I think he made it, and that's Thomas Muller. Did he make it?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
If Thomas Muller made it, that means they will both do even so well as to sometimes adopt the false nine, get players to draw defenders off their position. Thomas Muller is one of the most ruthless goal-scoring midfielders in world football right now. He will put in the work. He knows for some reason, he's like Frank Lampard. He finds himself at the right place at the right time. And they can always do that. So I agree with Wale.
Yeah, so Wale, then and again, she said thank you to Luther for unaiding Thomas Muller. He gave us Muller, and then when Muller first busted on the scene, I'm like, this guy, I know he brings something special to the game, but I could not place my hand on what he brings to the team.
At all. Very difficult.
Yeah, I couldn't. I know this guy is special. But I could not place it at first.
Garbalawa for you. Until he starts to do it, you really don't know what he's doing.
Garbalawa. Okay, sir. I like the comparison. Next time you do that, we kick you off the show. And of course, we will move to Lisbon. Like Wale said, in 2002, lovely massive squad. You have these Abel Sevilla, Sergio Conceição.
I think 2000. That Euro
2000. Yeah,
Sergio Conceição, Luis Figo, Sapinto, João Pinto, Rui Costa, Nuno Gomez.
Very lovely team, and they went further in 2004. I think they got to the final against
2000 semi-final, heartbroken. That is the damn penalty. So I think 2004 they got to the finals.
Yeah, 2004 they got to the
2004 they got to the finals and they lost to
Greece in the final. So looking at their team overall, they have André Silva. André Silva was the second highest goal scorer in Germany, behind Lewandowski. They have Pedro Goncalves. They have Bernardo Silva, Cristiano Ronaldo, Diogo Jota, goodness of Valencia. You have Felix, Rafa.
What about the Neto? Is Neto fit or is he out?
Neto is not in the team. No. So in the midfield, they have Ruben Neves, Bruno Fernandes, who happens to be one of the best, if not the best midfielder in the whole world right now. Joao Moutinho, Renato Sanchez. I don't know what that guy brings to the team, anyways, but of course, it's in the team. Sergio Oliveira, William Carvalho with his physical presence, Daniel Pereira of PSG as well with his physical presence. So the snag or the question mark is on their defense. Fonte was central to the win of Lille in the French league, but he's hold. Same with Pepe of Portugal. We saw what they did against Real Madrid. Overall, good team attacking wise from the midfield up front. Defense not so bad. Defense is not so bad apart from Fonte and Pepe, who will be the leading all mark in the team. But how will you rate their chances for this Portuguese team? I think we're going to be rounding off for the Portuguese team. For me, it's going to be a 9. Kachi, let me start with you.
I'll give them a 7.5, and the main reason I'll do that is, you remember when we during our in the earlier should I say section, we said LeBron James should no longer be the alpha male in the championship winning team.
Yeah, 100%.
That is what Portugal has successfully done by unearthing this defense, this lot of players that they have, rather, from Bernardo Silva to Renato, and just name them, to Diego Jota. They can not only depend on Ronaldo to do what he would do, but they have other players that would also get them the goals.
Yeah.
The reason I'm giving them 7.5 is mainly because of the defense. There is no speed in that defense now.
Exactly.
Because the front is not the fastest man.
No.
All Pepe would give you is heart and dedication. But if it meets a German team that presses high and presses deep, it will probably tire out really quickly. That doesn't mean that they cannot ride. I wouldn't say they are luck, but that doesn't mean the ball cannot fall in the right place for them, and they get to the semifinals as well. Without a doubt, they are one of the favorites, but they are not overwhelmingly, or they are not one of the overwhelming favorites.
Okay, well, Ali, what about you? What do you think?
I think I agree with part of what Kachi said. Looking at their squad, you probably want to rate them 9.5 over 10. But again, you must still want to look at it critically. At times, one of the questions they will have to answer is they have in the attack and the midfield. Let me say in the attack and the attacking midfield, they have players of similar qualities. You understand? So how to arrive at who to play and who are not to play, how to play. So that would be very great. And number 2, just like Kachi said, I'm still surprised that Pepe and Fonte is still in that squad. I don't think it would be that bad for them to get some players, decent defenders. Again, it still boils down to coaches probably.
But they have the ass anyways.
It still boils down with coaches trying to go with the players they trust that they know. Yeah. For me, but I think the greatest challenge for them going to this competition now will be the last Euros. They play more like an underdog. Everybody knew that their squad is not that good. Probably remove Ronaldo and so on. But you could see the coach was able to coach them from that underdog point of view, just push Ronaldo and Nani up front. Now that he has a lot of players who can out opponents, how can he transform from transforming from another dog to being playing like a favorite? You know, when you have players like that, you need to control the game. You don't want to play only on counter attack. You want to. So how can he switch from that? Okay, let's wait. Let's try to frustrate him. Just get the balls for Ronaldo and Nani. They could do their thing. From that kind of game, from that kind of style to let us control, let us take the bull by the horn. I think that would be their greatest challenge in this competition.
All right, perfect, and thank you very much. And of course, to best of the rest, KDB won the PFA Player of the Year. I will won it ahead of Bruno Fernandes I don't understand. And of course, Phil Foden won the Young Player of the Year as
Not
expected.
bad. Not a bad choice.
Yeah, exactly. And Diaz won the Young Player of the Year as well for the PAE Players Right the Writers Association Award, which is not a bad one as well. And to a low blow, Bonieda, whom Arsenal has been scouting for the last 2 years, as is on the verge of going to Aston Villa because Arsenal cannot afford the £30 million. They were bid by Villa for the guy. We don't understand where Arsenal is going and what the board or anybody assisted with Arsenal is doing. See, look at my jersey. Real Madrid, Ala Madrid. And of
No, no,
course,
no, no, no. You're not going to get away with that. Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal can afford this boy. They just have to offer Debo, offer who else do I know is an Arsenal fan? But Debo, you have to move to Aston Villa or somewhere, and then they will be able to afford. You can't move to Real Madrid. I'm going to keep knocking you until you admit that you're a disgruntled Arsenal fan to the public.
and of course, Arsenal are looking to sign Ruben Neves from Wolverhampton Wanderers. The fee being touted is about $34 million, £34 million. We hope this will go through. And of course, Jordan Sancho, just like last summer, has agreed personal terms with United, but Chelsea are looking to buy him as well. And the driving force for Roman Lukaku going back to Stamford Bridge is being driven by if Roman Abramovich himself. He wants Lukaku back at Chelsea at all costs. So we expect that to happen as well. And Sultan Kefi just came out on Sunday to say there is no way on earth Kylian Mbappe is leaving PSG either on free transfer or with the world record being broken. We'll look forward to that and see what he can do. Mbappe has just 1 year left and he's not signing. He wants to move to Madrid. We'll see what the Qatari money can do to stop him from going to Real Madrid. Kachi, if you don't have anything to say to that, that'll be the wrap on the show, unless you have one or two things to say before we go.
No, I think eventually it will be Mbappe's desire that will determine whether he leaves or not. If he wants to compete for the biggest championships, he definitely will need to leave PSG. But PSG will have a ready replacement. If Mbappe should leave, I'm very sure that Ronaldo would move to PSG. I also needed to point this out that even though Messi seems to be signing a 2-year extension, he has agreed in principle to join Inter Miami after the expiration of his next contract with Barcelona. Wow. So we should see Messi in the MLS sometime in the future.
Oh, wow. That's good. And that's the wrap for the show. Thank you very much to all our subscribers. Don't forget to follow all our social media handles at Newsinstanta 1 on Twitter, at Newsinstanta on Instagram, and at Newsinstanta on Facebook. Till next week when we'll see you guys again and we'll come back with the analysis of the Euro Cup and variety of things for the Olympic. Thank you very much for supporting us. Till next week. Peace out. Thank you, guys.